Okay. Second point. Compare yourself with your version. Today you're version 1. Tomorrow you did some action, you become version 2. Okay? Just make sure version 2 is at least equal to or greater than version 1. And that will give you tremendous confidence. Yesterday, you spoke 2 sentences. Hey, आज मैं 3 sentence बात किया यार. 50% improvement. Be happy. Because you should derive. So that means you have to know yourself even better, right? Yesterday I did 2 sentences, today I spoke 3. What happens, what we do, where we are comparing? You will say, that Shanti, she speaks 20,000 sentences in 1 minute. I'm speaking only 3. Wrong. Compare version 1 to version 2. Yesterday 2, today 3. Today 3, tomorrow 4. Right or not? Okay. So what is the next point? Everything in small baby steps. Only look at that. I'll give you a very simple example. When our cricket team is suddenly having a target of 334, all of you are becoming philosophers. अरे ये लोग ना 334 का सोचता है. अरे next ball को correctly मारेगा ना, फिर हम लोग 334 पंचेगा. कितना लोग ऐसा सोचता है? Does everybody agree? But why does everybody get out? Everybody gets out because they think 334, 334, 334. Correct? You are going to say, let the ball come. I will play the ball by the merit of the ball. And when I do that, I will mostly hit a 4 or 6. And whether I hit 334 or not, I will definitely be closer to the goal. But if I keep thinking of the goal, I will not reach there. So it has to be in small baby steps. Think of 334, but only play each ball every day. Everybody agrees? So, best of luck for all of you all. I leave it now to questions and answers.
Shanti ma'am, you talk. Yeah. Hi, this is Jatin. Yeah.
Ask questions, one request. Introduce yourself and what you are doing, please.
Okay. Yeah. This is Jatin and I'm currently working in Johnson & Johnson Medical India as a corporate social responsibility project coordinator. You just spoke about the work solution and where you gave an example about one of the low vision girl.
Correct.
While making a presentation, PowerPoint presentation. There is a one good which you have told, which I also wanted something like, when you change your slide, that noise come out.
Correct.
But how much is feasible to listen the Walkman and then listen your points and then talk about that?
Very good point. You know what we did with this girl? She practiced it twice before she went for it. So it's about practice. You got the point? So very often a solution, because she has used this, she has now gone to Pune, to Hyderabad. So I'm not talking about just doing it, for you or me. We're talking about talking to company people, right? There might be 15, 20 people in the audience and she's doing it effectively. So she's doing it by practicing with the solution.
Because I have also made some presentation.
Correct.
And in that case, I never use this kind of technology.
Correct.
But what it feels, is it good to do? Is it look good in that way?
Okay. It's a very good point. He's saying that sometimes, so I'm not going to take only this PowerPoint thing. If you have PowerPoint question, we'll take it outside. I'll take the point that there might be a solution. Does it look good? Does it not? You have to take care of that aspect also. So what we had was she had her Walkman just in one hand and the earphone was coming into one ear. And she's having her hand down. She switches it on. So she was able to do all the operations with one hand. And even with 2 hands, it doesn't look bad. You know what? It's about how confident you are. How you look. Oh my God. I'm pressing the play. Shit. Abhi problem ho gaya. You can't look like that. Okay. You're hitting down arrow. You have to go and do that, right? So same way. Tuck, tuck. Listen to the point. Okay. So next point. And then you're pressing it. And I've spoken in that cassette fast, because she doesn't need to know everything. She just needs to know the point very quickly. So if it is about, like today we talked about, barrier-free workplace. So very quickly, barrier-free workplace. That's it. So that takes hardly 2 seconds to listen to. So the idea is practice. So even when you have a solution, if you don't practice with it, it's a problem. I'll purposely give a very quick example. We have a person working in a technical help desk. And what he's doing is he's answering questions of what, somebody saying, I'm having a problem with my computer or something. He has to note down where they are, what they are in the computer. Then he has to phone the relevant system administrator and make them do the work. So what's happening when he's listening to the guy, he's also typing in JAWS, isn't it? So JAWS is speaking, customer is speaking, oh my God, what will happen? Same problem, right, Jatin? So the issue is about practice. First of all, he can hit control and shut JAWS up, correct or not? So JAWS will not speak same time. You talk on Just Dial or something. You will understand they'll say something like, excuse me, sir, 1 minute. Your name is J.I. Yeah, 1 minute. Yes, continue. 1 minute. So you will have a conversation. So you have to practice that. Otherwise, you will not sound confident. Okay, so I hope I've answered your question a little bit. Huh? It's about A, finding the solution, B, practicing, and third, then sounding confident with it. Yeah?
Actually,
Name?
hi, I'm Siddhant from Pune. I'm presently doing my post-graduation diploma in computer applications.
Yes, I know. We have seen you in Enable India. I remember.
I was there with my brother, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Actually, my one question, when I had been for few interviews for BPOs, one was for technical process in Infosys. And that time I had like told them how JAWS needs to be configured
Correct.
and all.
Correct.
And because I personally had learned scripting of JAWS
Correct.
through help files and that's that when I explained them all, I even showed them a demo
Correct.
of how it is done and all.
Correct.
But at that time they told me that okay, we are planning for having a setup and
Correct.
for visually challenged. But sometimes in some other companies they are just not ready to listen. Like they just
Correct.
say compliance issues and just shrug off.
Correct.
So what to do in that case? Because when
yeah.
we approach these companies through consultancies,
Correct.
we can't get through so easy as it would be the case by approaching them directly.
Correct. No, I agree with you. And this is a problem we are facing. So, that is reality. Okay. See, even in Infosys, when they're interested in doing it, that scripting is going to take time. Then they have to ask the client's permission. So because I've almost seen 30 processes in Infosys and I've still not made a breakthrough, not because people are being bad or unfriendly. It's taking time. Correct or not? But let me tell you one important thing which I didn't mention before. I usually try to place people with disability only in companies where the culture is open. Okay, what do I mean by that? Even for a person who's sighted or whatever, let's say I make a mistake. If the first thing that person is going to say is, you made what kind of person are you? Or if the culture does not support people in general, well, then it's a problem. Why? When a person who's visually impaired goes there, I want them to immediately think, oh, wait a minute, is there a problem with the solution? Was there some barrier which was, created? That kind of thing. Now, don't think that when you go to a culture which is good, you'll not find people who are impatient or angry or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, in general, the systems are fairly good. They are supporting you as much as possible. So, ready to accept. The acceptance level is higher. Okay. So the answer to your question is, this is a struggle. What you need to know is a little bit reality that in BPOs, every process has very, very different software. That is true. So what happens is that's not the first place I like to try. Okay. That will require too much widespread change and you will not be able to do that, or even me, us two cannot do it. So it will take some time. So let's try in the places, I call it low hanging fruit. Try in the place where the chances are better. Okay. See, I'll tell you, for example, domestic call centers, they use a little lower end software there and it's fairly standardized. Those places, yes, we can think of JAWS scripting. But over a period of time, I can tell you that people like, NAB and us and many other people, we are working towards scripting everything. NAB Delhi, is working towards Tally ka scripting and whatever. They're trying to do something there. Right? So we'll have to keep doing this in the background so that tomorrow when you go, your problem in Infosys is little easier solved. I'm going to very quickly, just sorry to not ask you, I want you all to ask more questions. Very quickly, I want to tell you about a technology made by one gentleman called Shyam Kedare, who's in Bangalore. Okay. What he has done is, rather than using JAWS also, he has a software which he makes on top of any other software. Okay. All it does is, it converts whatever software into voice-based. And you can access it through a telephone. I'm not telling you more. Go to NAB here. I think they're doing some work with Tata Teleservices, right, Dr. San? Yeah. So go and, Tata Indicom, sorry. Okay, so just look at that. So even that, there are other approaches also that we're taking. And we need more Shyam Kedares who are doing this. Okay. So you can't fight it on your own so much. So be aware of everything and know these limitations also. Yeah. We have around 5 minutes more for more questions and answers.
Madam, I am Pravesh Singh from, I've done BTech Mechanical Engineering. I am presently taking training in Rehabilitation Mahalakshmi, NAB.
Okay.
Madam, you have told me that there are a number of opportunities for us.
Correct.
Yeah. And I have done enrollment in every employment office. Yeah. I want to know that is any further education is essential, or we have to go to the company alone for the job. or any suitable job you tell me.
Okay. So you're asking, should I be going alone as in, or should I go through employment?
Or any further
Very good question.
education, yeah.
Very good question. Actually, it just depends on what qualifications you have done. Please have a seat. Yeah. Sorry, you have another question?
No, madam.
Okay. I'll answer this in a couple of ways. It actually just depends on what qualification you have done, right? So say somebody has done SSLC and they actually want to be an HR manager. They will have to get a degree. No doubt about it, right? There is a position which is called service management where I'm placing visually impaired. That definitely requires a technical degree or even BA, but with certain technical skills which we develop in them. Okay. So it actually depends on what you have done and where you want to reach. So it depends on your goal. Okay, and what jobs are available. For example, if you've done a mechanical engineering and you're finding that the solutions are difficult to find. Solutions are available in the US. CAD CAM ke liye hai, visually impaired are working there, all that. But here, if it's not there, you might face a problem. If that is the case, you might need to reskill. Sorry to say it, correct? No, we don't want that because you've done a good degree, but you may need to reskill just because it may not be in a growing sector or the solution is not available. Very sorry, but that's the reality, right? Second point is, should I try on my own or go through an employment exchange or NGO or whatever? What is the answer to that? You tell me. What should you be doing? Try on your own? Better effect. Actually, try everything. क्या तुम लोग भी ये क्या इतना सिंपल क्वेश्चन गूगली मार दिया मैंने क्या यार तो प्लीज थिंक अबाउट इट वी डोंट नो what is going to give us results. Okay, try everything. Talk to your friends. Are I have my some of my students when they're walking on the road, no, somebody helps them to cross the road. Wahan bhi maar diya tukka. Do that. Yes, I'm doing this. I'm BE mechanical engineer. The person gets impressed and they've made a relationship with you. They're more likely to fight for you. They're more likely to try for you. Take their contact number. True. See, that is why today what talk I gave you, right? It is about knowing this convincing thing, right or not? You need to take, so I'm going to come to that part. When you're trying on your own, I like what Siddhant was saying, that he showed them some things, he demoed some things to them. So let me tell you some of the things you have to do when you go on your own. First, please understand the job well, because when you go there, you should be able to think of whatever risks they will think of. And how will you do that? You should have the answer. I really think Siddhant did that. Okay, but let me tell you 3-4 documents you need to carry. A, resume, of course, so I don't have to tell that. Second, most important document. Remember this by heart. Frequently asked questions, FAQ. Every student of Enable India carries that document. What does that have? It has, how do I read? How do I write? How do I use the computer? In your own words, it has to be your document. 3 lines each. Why? Understand psychology. You're a visually impaired person coming for the first time in front of a sighted person. They are scared to ask you a question on, oh shit, can he see you? How will he do this work? They're having some background questions. Now they feel scared to ask you. Not scared means not in a bad way, but kaisa lagega, kharab lagega, ye wo. Now if somebody doesn't ask a question, they'll definitely not buy the product. If I'm scared to ask whether the Nokia phone can really work, I'm not going to take that Nokia phone. So same problem will happen here. So what you're doing 2-3 things. A, you're answering the questions before they ask them. Okay, and that document is maybe with one manager. When he goes to the other manager, he will take that document, not what you said. Right? He might hear half, he may remember half. No need. The entire document has all your details, isn't it? How I'll read, how I'll identify people, how I'll work on the computer, how I will travel, etc., etc. And the nature of my vision, what I can see, what I cannot, everything is there. Okay, but more importantly, that person will be slightly impressed. My God, this guy's come really prepared here. Solid. So even whether you get the job or not, he'll at least be impressed. Correct or not? Okay, so you have done that. And third, some risks also which he thought of have got identified. So FAQ is second document. Third, if you're going to work on the computer, carry a JAWS demo with you. Be prepared to install JAWS and show it to them. Okay? Therefore, you'll need to practice before that. Okay? And when you're doing that, please be very careful. See, demos now always fail. Okay? This is the nature of demos. So, 3-4 cheez rehearse karke wohi karo. You try to do extra na, tabhi sab kuch thoda gadbad ho jayega. Okay? So, carry that. Carry one more thing. In fact, recently we just made one very small CD of that. Actually, he's just got one of our staff members who's visually impaired. He's showing how he uses Word. See, every time you can't sit and install something there. So, carry this other CD. Right? It might have your own tape. That'll be even better. How much time does it take for having a video cam showing you working on JAWS, right? Tape it, put it in a CD. Go there. This is how I work on JAWS. See it right now. How powerful is that? Right? So if you don't want to show the demo, show the CD. That is third or fourth thing. Fifth thing, have a document on JAWS, about JAWS. How a person works on HR. Some points. These documents, some of these we will be passing on. We have a couple of documents, not great, and Dr. Sam himself is going to give a couple of FAQs, right? Yeah, sorry, we didn't give more to them also. So some FAQs. So basically, if you're going to approach for a medical transcription job, what is the job? How it will be done? What is it? How will I do the job differently? So one sheeter on that and JAWS. So you take all these documents. You have done your best to convince the employer. Yeah? Everybody with me? Yeah? Okay. Next question. Thank you. One more question I think we can take. We are just run out of time. Oh, our programmer, I think.
Hi Shanti ma'am, I'm Prashant. I'm in SYJC.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, by using computer technology, can visually impaired work in army sector?
In army? Hey, you did full googly here. I actually don't know. I'm sure it can be. Since I don't know which job we're talking about, I can't give the answer for that. Dr. Sam, can you give something? Yeah.
In fact, Prashant, a very interesting question. Just a few days ago, we were visited by one Colonel Kapoor from an organization called Volunteers for the Blind Foundation. And one of the things he wants to work with the armed forces is first and foremost getting the military to realize that its own workforce who has got disabled can be recruited in different roles within the army rather than discharging them. So that's the first task but before that they will not take persons who are visually challenged from outside. First thing is for them to re-employ and redeploy their own workforce.
Thank you. So sorry, we don't have a direct answer in that sense, but anyway, yeah. Any other questions? Last one. Tired ho gaya sab log? Okay. So thank you so much for listening to me patiently for more than an hour. Okay, I hope it was useful, and I'm expecting all of you all to be finished nahi. Uttam se uttam products, ready in the market. Okay. So best of luck everybody. Thanks so much.